Ever dreamed of being the youngest billionaire? Well, someone is. And I'm going to tell you exactly who it is and what he has in his pockets. But first, subscribe to our channel, and with that, join our community to get the easiest tips to get rich and be inspired by billionaires' stories. So now let's begin to tell you this crazy young billionaire story. Let's meet the little guy. Meet Clemente Delio, the youngest billionaire in the world. At just 18 years old, he has $3.5 billion to his name. He can choose from things like private islands, fancy cars, or traveling around the world. Let's explore the exciting world of extreme wealth and endless opportunities with him. Considering Clemente's family background and the big success of his father, Leonardo Del Vecchio, who started Luxottica, the biggest eyewear company in the world, Clemente might choose to balance things out. He could invest some of his money wisely to make sure he's financially secure in the future, while still enjoying the fancy things his money can buy. What will this young boy do with all this money, you are asking yourself? Even though he's really rich, Clemente might want to stay humble. He might focus on his education and trying to become a better person. He could also use his money to help charities or support new ideas that make the world better. In the end, Clemente's choices will likely be influenced by how he grew up, what he believes, and what he wants to do with his life. Whether he decides to live a super fancy life, focuses on helping others, or does a bit of both, people will be curious to see how he handles being the youngest billionaire in the world. So let's have a look at what crazy stuff this young boy owns. Clemente Delvecchio's way of living is all about luxury and class, like his own Gulfstream G650 jet that can fly more than 8,000 miles without stopping. This means he can travel around the world during his breaks from school. Although he has a Lamborghini Urus SUV and an old Alfa Romeo Giulia, which were presents from his dad, Clemente feels safest in his armored Mercedes-Benz. He loves luxury, as seen in his collection of fancy watches from brands like Audemars Piguet, Patek Philippe, and Rolex. Living in luxury apartments in London's Hyde Park Place and a ski chalet in the Swiss Alps, Clemente manages to balance his crazy lifestyle with a dedication to education and giving back. So, is he just showing off his money? Well, he's not. Even though some people say he shows off his money too much, Clemente is still humble. He believes in using his money to help others and supports charities through the Del Vecchio Foundation. He plans to study business in the United States and is preparing to take over his family's business. He knows being rich comes with big responsibilities. Clemente is super wealthy for his age, which has opened up lots of opportunities for him. But he always talks about how important it is to handle his money responsibly. In interviews, he's said he doesn't want people to only think of him as a billionaire. He just sees himself as a regular teenager, even though he's lucky enough to have a lot of money. So it looks like he's a cool guy, isn't it? Clemente knows some people criticize him because he's young and has power, but he can tell the difference between helpful advice and mean comments. He wants to show everyone he can do great things by working hard, making smart choices with his money, and always learning new things. He doesn't just want to be known as his dad's kid. Clemente believes in his family's idea that being rich means you have to help others and value education. Even though sometimes the media makes him look like he spends a lot of money, Clemente actually likes simple things like collecting old watches and keeping up with new technology. He seems like a regular person, knowing he's lucky but wanting to do things his own way. People have different opinions about Clemente. Some like how humble he is and how he helps others, but others worry that it's not right for him to have so much money at such a young age. They're concerned about how much influence he might have over big companies like Delphin and Luxottica and want him to be fair and responsible. We're not sure how suddenly becoming rich might change other people. Some might spend their money recklessly, while others might follow Clemente's example and try to be responsible with their wealth. But whatever happens, Clemente's story helps us see how complicated it can be to have a lot of money and the expectations that come with it. It makes us talk about bigger issues like fairness and responsibility in society. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel where we discover more billionaire stories and give away free tips to get rich as F***CK yourself. So what are you waiting for? See you next time.